Well, speaking of law, and this one is actually not as serious, but there was a story popped up, and actually this was given to me by my good friend DJ 12, and we were having a whole long conversation about this. But there was a lawyer that decided that she was not making enough money as a lawyer, and she became a OnlyFans star. And within a month of becoming an OnlyFans star, she made her whole annual salary for that in that 1 month. Her name is Jasmine Jaffar, and it brings up a whole conversation about OnlyFans and how lucrative it is for certain people. Um, but yeah, like what are your thoughts on from arguing briefs to being briefless?
From
What are your
arguing
thoughts?
briefs to being briefless, huh?
Yeah, man.
Listen,
Still better than the Chris Rock.
listen. I support it. I support it. You know, if for some reason, but there is some nuance to this. Wasn't she only a lawyer for like 6 months?
Yeah, but the thing that concerns me is that she becoming a lawyer is not an easy thing. It's something you had to put a lot of time and resources and money into. So, did you just like you could have probably saved yourself a lot of work just doing OnlyFans in the first
See,
place.
so this is one of the questions that need to be asked. Where did she get her law degree? Because one of the things that I've come to realize is there's a lot of people carrying a doctor title who went to like some random country and got some random degree that gave them that title. They didn't actually go through it, for instance, here in the United States, where there is quite a bit of the way that we do things is a lot different. In order to become a doctor here, you have to hold a PhD. And you know that that is at least 7 years of school. And then depending on the type of doctor you are, you then have to go into residency and there's all these exams you need to pass. It is not an easy path. And when you're done, you're hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt. So I don't know what path she took to become a lawyer, but I think that really needs to be investigated because if she was only a lawyer for 6 months and she spent 7 years in school and then had to take the bar exam and all of these different things, and then within 6 months gave it up because she wanted to give it up on OnlyFans, that says a lot about her as a person.
I mean,
But
listen, I'm not knocking it because clearly she's making money. But
But
at the
see,
same
that's the
time,
problem. Everything with society now is, you know what? It doesn't matter because I'm making money. Like there are actually people who will say they will make other people feel bad about the things that they're doing because it's like, hey, I make more money. Like that.
this is true. This is
Listen,
true.
if she has no self-worth or value and this is what she wants to do because it pays her, go for it. Me personally, I have nothing against it. If I was a Fapstronaut, I would say, hey, what's the link? I'm going to have to end this right now. I'm going to have to
That
end
went
this.
a whole different route.
Listen, that's
No,
what's happening. That's
no,
what people do on
think
OnlyFans,
about,
right?
but think about it this way: she, roughly estimating, came out of law school, wherever she went to law school, with at least $150 to $200,000 in debt. Right. 1 month, she's almost half that.
I support it. I support it.
You can't. That's why I get what you're saying. There's a question about like morality in general when people put money over everything. But I'm like, I can't be mad at her. And the truth of the matter is, we wouldn't be discussing her had she not had this path because she would just go into the regular OnlyFans, path, and that would have been it. So
Yeah, no, don't get me wrong. That's why I feel like there needs to be an investigation. Even this is not stuff
Not
that
an
needs to be
investigation.
investigated. But her saying that she's a lawyer could be pure lies, man.
this is
She
true.
might have gotten this degree from some weird, like she might have written it up herself and just saying, "Oh, I'm the
Listen,
lawyer that." She might have created her own story. That's all I'm saying. But when it's all said and done, I'm not here to judge anyone's life or their lifestyle choices. If this lady believes that she's better off making content for OnlyFans rather than spending countless hours, because being a lawyer is not easy work. From my understanding, some of
Yeah,
these
it's not.
lawyers, they spend more than 14 hours a day at the office. Plus, we're talking about being in court, and you might have to defend people that have all sorts of weird issues. I understand it. And if money was the only motive that she had in becoming a lawyer, and OnlyFans is giving her what she wants, then I support people doing what they want to do. If she's happy, I'm happy, and I'm sure her fan base is happy. So everybody's happy.
To give you another twist, the producers found some interesting things. She graduated college summa cum laude with a 4.0 GPA. She scored so well on her LSAT, she received a full tuition. So she just banked $75K. She didn't even need to pay anything off. She just made $75K. So, I don't know.
And where was this, by the way? Where did this all happen?
She said she's from California, so I'm assuming that's where it was.
Okay, so she actually ran the gamut.
I'm just saying.
All right, drop the link. Unsubscribe. Drop the link. I mean,
she just
got
to 100. She got to 100K this month. That's it.
That's it. Listen, if you see some transactions on the in-crowd ledger, don't ask any questions. This was for work purposes and research reasons. Exactly. Come on.
But you know what's interesting? But I mean, just to touch on OnlyFans really quickly, we have people that that we're showing. Like I have a clip from Black China, who is, I don't know what she does. She's kind of just she exists on the internet, and she reportedly made 20. Well, one report says 20 million. Her thing says 240 million.
I don't believe
off of OnlyFans only.
40.
And I'm like,
she was on her way to being a billionaire, and she just decided, you know what?
And she quit. Well, that's the thing. And so we have a video where she talks about like quitting when she was on Jason Lee's show. Let's watch that real quick.
Drop it.
Do it anymore. I don't do OnlyFans anymore.
At all?
I don't do it anymore at all.
With all the money you were making?
Yes.
You just shut it down. Mm-hmm. Why?
Because I'm just changing everything about me. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, it's a dead end. All that stuff is a dead end, and I know that I'm worth way more than that.
I hate to break it to you, Black China, you're not worth more than that.
Whoa,
I'm sorry.
Whoa.
All right.
Whoa.
Why do you have to say whoa, bro? You're making it seem a lot worse than it really is. This lady said she was making $240 million on OnlyFans. You think she's worth more than that?
Listen. Everybody's worth is determined by themselves. If she thinks that she's worth more than that,
PC nonsense that we have by our boy Styles over here.
I'm just saying.
She should have stayed on there.
And you know what? The funny thing is, just like the Kanye and Adidas deal, we might see her back on OnlyFans quicker than you could think. Because once again, I don't know what she does. I know she's on a bunch of shows and stuff on a bunch of other networks. But one, I'm not checking Black China's OnlyFans, and I'm not checking for Black China at all. I have no interest in Black China.
Black China tried to rap at one time.
Rap what?
No, she actually tried to do a hip hop career. You can investigate afterwards. She tried to rap, and it didn't work out for her. Like I don't know if I believe this. I don't know why all these people are coming across as liars to me, but something just isn't right. But $240 million does not sound right to me. Hey. Just giving it all up because you feel like you're worth more doesn't make sense to me. What is she gonna do next? One missed car payment, she'll be right back on OnlyFans. I don't see this being long term. This is this is an indecisive woman. I remember she took Rob Kardashian and Tyga to court for child support payments. You're making $240 million and you need child support payments? Something isn't adding up to me. But hey, listen, if she's looking to improve her life, I support it. Best of luck to you. I hope whatever your next endeavor is, that it works out. And I respect it.
To quote Dave Chappelle when they were doing the race things, and he was like, "Yeah, well, we saw that now that Tiger Woods is black, he lost all his endorsements." The same thing could be said. There's always OnlyFans, so you can always jump back on there, and I'm sure people will be interested. Somebody was paying for it, so I wish her the best. But
exactly.
the funny thing about it is like there are people that looking at just like a brief Google search, there was like a bunch of people that were making Like, Bella Thorne made 11 million. Cardi B made 9.43 million. Tyga made 7 million, and that's probably the hottest thing that has happened to him since Rack City. Mia Khalifa, like Erica Men, like, and I'm like, I don't understand why people are paying that much to the point where these people are making millions of dollars on OnlyFans.
Because it's millions of people subscribing. You got to figure. And this is another reason why I don't believe Black China. You just said that Cardi was 9 point how much million?
9.43 million.
Cardi B is a much bigger star than Black China. You're telling me Cardi made 9.4 and this other person made 240 million? I don't believe it. But yeah, if it's my I guess my point is you get 500,000 people, because these are big people. I don't know what their Instagram followers and stuff is like that, but I know that a couple of 100,000 people paying $10, $20 a month, yeah, those numbers are going to add up. So yeah, it's going to happen, and they're big. So they announced that they're launching an OnlyFans, and all of a sudden everyone's just running towards it. The Simp Nation is ready with their wallets in hand. Let's do it.